The war had ended not with fanfare, but with silence. The kind of silence that follows after an unstoppable force reminds the galaxy what real power looks like. Captain Rain Carter stood amidst the wreckage of the shattered Therax dreadnought. Armor scorched, his breathing heavy through the cracked helmet. The battle for the twin moons of Zyrel had been brutal, but in the end, only one species stood victorious. Humanity. For the Galactic Council, it was a nightmare. For the oppressed species watching from the shadows, it was a moment of hope. For the Zyrelian people, especially the two daughters of their fallen empress, it was something else entirely. They had witnessed the lone human charge through a legion of synthetic beasts, carve through the palace gates and demand unconditional surrender, not with threats, but with the kind of calm that made even warlords flinch. Now, 2 days later, Rain was called to the Crystal Courtyard. Surrounded by alien nobles, advisors, and council witnesses, the reward ceremony was held. He hadn't asked for anything, he never did. But the Zyrelians had their own way of showing gratitude. Standing in the center of the courtyard were the Empress's daughters, Princess Virel and Princess Zara. One was fire, the other frost. Virel's crimson skin glowed under the alien sun, adorned in ceremonial gold. Zara's pale blue complexion shimmered with silver accents. Both were symbols of royalty, power. And now, peace. The High Regent stepped forward and addressed him in heavily accented English. Captain Rain Carter of Terra, you have brought victory and peace. As per Zyrelian custom, you may choose one of the royal heirs as your bondmate and lifelong companion, a symbol of alliance and blood trust. A hushed murmur spread among the gathered crowd. The translator drones hovered silently. Rain's expression remained unreadable behind the visor. Slowly, he reached up and removed his helmet, revealing a scarred but calm face. Eyes sharp and calculating, he looked at both women. Virel met his gaze with pride, like a warrior unafraid of battle. Zara looked back with curiosity measured, assessing, but not afraid. The crowd waited for his answer. And then Rain smiled. I choose both. Silence, then whispers, then gasps, then outrage. Somewhere in the back, an alien delegate fainted. Regent stammered. That is not our way. One must choose. Rain stepped forward. His voice was cool, but carried the unmistakable weight of command. Your custom is based on unity. Unity of blood, unity of people. But your daughters both represent halves of your future. Virel is your fire, your strength. Zara is your wisdom, your healing. You asked me to choose peace, but only allow me half of it. He turned to the gathered nobility. Humanity didn't come here to dominate. We came to end domination. I didn't fight for a prize, I fought to stop the cycle. You want a future? Then stop living in the past. The regent stared at him. The crowd held its breath. Then something unexpected happened. Virel stepped forward and said, let him choose both. We are not rivals. We are sisters. Our people need a new symbol, something stronger. Zara followed, her voice calm. Let this be the first law of the new Zyrel. 2 minds, 1 alliance. There was silence. Then, applause. Slowly, the regent raised his hand. Then it is done. A new path begins. Later that night, Rain stood on the palace balcony, flanked by Virel and Zara. The moons of Zyrel hung above them like twin sentinels. You really meant what you said? Virel asked, her voice softer than expected. Did, he replied, but not just for your people. Earth needs allies. Understand the price of freedom. Zara looked up at the stars. And you think our people will accept this change? Rain chuckled. They'll learn. Or they'll try to fight it. Either way, humanity will be there. Virel raised an eyebrow. And what about us? Are we your symbol or something more? Rain looked at them both. Your warriors, healers, leaders. I didn't pick you for what you represent. I picked you for who you are. Together you're the future, and I don't want to face it alone. Neither. Princess responded immediately, but their hands found his, one warm, one cool. Together, They watched the stars, a silent pact forming between three lives shaped by war, but now steering towards something no alien species had expected, a future led by humans, not through conquest, but through audacity, because when given the choice between either or, humanity always chooses more.